Welcome to your daily reading. I'm Veronica. I started talking and I wasn't recording, so I'm laughing at myself. This is your daily reading, and just as a reminder, hit that thumbs up button. Also, leave me a comment. Both things really do help the channel and help me connect to you a little bit, a lot of bit actually. One more piece of business. I do personal readings, and my email is linked below. Just email personal readings. I'll get you all that information. Let's get started. Okay. Struggling today. Queen of Wands. Ooh, Eight of Cups. Six of Wands. I love that energy with the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. This could be trying to make something happen. I think of the Temperance a lot with alchemy, putting that fire and water together, kind of bringing out the passion in things, but not letting go of the creative love side of it. There's something really driving you. That Queen of Wands energy is a lot of motivation, excitement. She also gets other people motivated. Okay. So this is not just like, um, you being motivated. You could be motivating others. Someone could be motivating you, but there's a realization here with that motivation and excitement that there is something that you need to head towards. You could be leaving something behind or walking away from, but to me, I'm getting more of the feeling of heading towards something. I'm not getting the heavy feeling of leaving something behind. Um, because sometimes when we do are saying, okay, I got to move on, it feels to me like you're moving on, but not necessarily putting a complete end to the other side. And that's not necessarily bad, especially if you're, trying to create something new and you can't quite end something. So it'd be like, um, even like with me with the tarot, I have a day job. I can't just walk away from my day job. I've got to pay the bills, but I love my tarot, so I want to move towards that, right? So that would be an example. Like it could be a project, it could be a relationship, it could be just making changes in your life, realizing that, yeah, there's things that I want to move towards. I want to move towards, being more active, but you're not necessarily leaving something, okay? So the Six of Wands, though, is the recognition. I feel like this is you being recognized. Like there is definitely recognition coming in here. Someone's looking at it going, you are perfect for the job, perfect for the relationship, perfect for this opportunity. You are being noticed. You are definitely being noticed. Again, it could come from anywhere. It depends on your situation, but you're definitely being noticed here. What are we unaware of? That is the Chariot. Wow. There could be a move coming in. I mean, with that Eight of Cups, like not necessarily leaving something behind. You could be moving towards, I mean, I feel like this could be travel. Maybe someone offers you something that you don't realize is going to be taking place. Um, there's something exciting here. I'm going to clarify this. Let me clarify that. That's the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You know, honestly, that really could be like exactly where you need to go, and you're already on your way. Um, Let me pull two cards. Got the King of Wands with the Ten of Swords. So, wow. Yeah, well, maybe you are shutting the door on something here. Yeah, there could be something happening. We've got the King of Wands, which is the partner to the Queen. Um, I don't feel like there's a relationship ending. I'm not feeling that at all. Sometimes when you see the King and the Queen of Wands, or the King and the Queen of, uh, you get a feeling of maybe relationship, but I'm not getting that. I'm almost getting like there is something you're shutting the door on, and it does feel like this is really good energy, but you're shutting the door on a situation that's no longer, yeah. Okay, so that Eight of Cups is walking away, but this is you, yeah. Um, The Chariot's forward movement. Ten of Swords is something coming to a complete end. And I feel like it could be a complete ending to, well, I mean, I don't feel like it's the wand. I don't. Like it's just not what it shows with that Six of Wands here. Um, I think the Chariot is taking you to that Six of Wands, and you might not realize it, but it might. You know what? Okay, that makes sense now. The King is like there. If there was an ending of some sort, or you felt like there was an ending, that's changing because this is something that you're unaware of. So if you felt like this situation with this King, it could be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be love. It could be anything that there is something here where you felt like it was coming to an end and the doors were closed, but that's not the case. Something's changing. And that's the Six of Wands, that's the Chariot coming in. All of that energy is changing. Wow. Okay. So, what is the challenge for today? So, this is really interesting. So, there is definitely that Eight of Cups where I said you weren't shutting the door on something. That's exactly what the Eight of Cups is this is no longer, there's something that you thought was over is no longer over or closed. Could be an opportunity. It could be a person. That King can stand for a partner. It could stand for a manager, boss, head of something. It could stand for even a home or work in general. So challenge, please. What is the challenge? Well, of course, Knight of Coins. You know, I think there is something coming in with that Chariot. Positive is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, something new is definitely on its way in. Um, there is going to be a feeling like the Chariot, you don't realize things are going to pick up, right? Because it's in the what you don't see. And there is some recognition here, but there is something that's been taking a really long time that's been a challenge. Anytime the Knight of Pentacles is in the challenge, it makes sense to me because the Knight of Pentacles is the card of patience. You know, doing the work, but being patient. And you may be done with being patient and you're struggling with, I need it to happen sooner. I want to see all my hard work has gone into this. I want to see what's going on here. I want to feel it. I want to be there because you definitely are getting the recognition. So you almost feel like it should be happening quicker than it is. Now your strength here is you are definitely on a new track, and it's a new track for you. I mean, this Eight of Cups, this is the extra cup that fills in to make the nine, right? You Eight of Cups, you're walking to the Nine of Cups. Here it is. And I think that there's definitely something new happening here, and it's definitely creative, love, um, new relationships, new relationship with yourself, how you feel about things going forward. There's definitely a positive energy within you as you move forward. I really like that. And where does this lead, please? Ten of Swords. I got Ten of Swords. Knight of Swords. That's an opposite energy. And the Emperor. Interesting. So that, yes, you're being recognized here. There is an energy of something that you thought was over and it's not. And that is what is over, is that the doors are opening to a situation that you thought was done. It's like the waiting is over. I do not think this is a bad ending by any means. And I really don't like the Ten of Swords. Okay, so it's not my favorite card at all. When I get it in a reading, I just cringe. But I don't think it's negative here. I think it's the ending to a wait. This Knight of Pentacles, patience has been, taking its toll on you. That challenge, the Chariot was something coming in that you thought was done and over with. Something is being sparked here with the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups. There's just a spark coming in, and it makes sense here with this Knight of Swords. So as the weekend goes through, and maybe even into the next week, there's going to be an energy here with this Knight of Swords coming in kind of chaotically. And see, you're being recognized here, and I feel like this might be some kind of offer. Then ending with the um, ending with that Emperor, having control, being in control. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. So the King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, definitely something that you have been working really hard on, because that King of Swords is having that intellectual energy moving forward, something that's been really on your mind, but you've been heading towards that, because the Eight of Pentacles is the work you've been doing, mastering something here, really working towards something. And this Knight of Swords is coming in, but it is directly related to an energy that you have been working towards. This is something that is coming alive. And look, the Chariot right there. So yeah, and then we have the Emperor kind of ending the reading, and that is you having more control of what's happening. We can see if this is someone. I don't get the feeling it is, but let's check. There's that Eight of Pentacles again, Three of Wands. No, this is you actually seeing the, oh golly, a hair in my eye. Oh, awful. You seeing the work that you've done, the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands is seeing that energy, seeing everything come in, and that is putting you in a place of control. Also, this is a proud card. I feel like you're really proud of what you've done here, because you're finally seeing things come together. So it may take into the week for you to really, into next week, before you really see all of this coming together. So what is our advice for this Friday into the weekend? Or actually, these are timeless, so it's whenever you're watching this. Nine of Wands, don't give up. Don't give up. You've got that Knight of Pentacles in your challenge, so it might be hard to be keeping that, keeping patient and staying the course. But the Nine of Wands is asking you to not give up. You're almost there, and this thing in my eye is going to drive me nuts. So, yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. Even if it feels hard, remember, I always say this, and I know you guys, I've said it a few times, like recently, that the hardest, when it feels the hardest, we're almost to the end. That's always when it feels the hardest. That's why it's the 9. The 10 is around the corner. We're coming to that pivotal, accomplishments here. And you have the Ace of Cups in your strength. So keep that in mind as you're moving through the weekend, that there is something that's starting in you. There's a light up with that Six of Wands, the Chariot, even the Ten of Swords. You're putting an end to an ending that wasn't supposed to end, if that makes any sense, but that's what it is. And you're really like all in with this Ace of Cups. So don't give up, keep doing it, keep working towards this, because you're going to see, I mean, we have that Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Wands clarifying this Emperor, and that's huge energy. That's really huge energy. That's, that you've worked hard and you see, the outcome of the work that you've done. So keep it up. Absolutely keep it up. Have a beautiful weekend, beautiful day, and take care.